The best way to make your voice heard is to have an ice cold killer title for your stream. If your title is just, hey, I'm playing some Mobile Legends, come stop by, guys. Or chill stream, ... Nobody's clicking that. In this episode, we're gonna teach you the best ways to research the best possible titles for Facebook gaming. Researching on YouTube, researching on Facebook, even researching the best headlines in the history of humanity. We're gonna give you inspiration to have the best possible titles for your stream so you get more clicks, that means more views, and that means a faster path to your goal of becoming a full-time gaming content creator. Let's go. This podcast is sponsored by Restream. Why live stream to one platform when you can simultaneously live stream to every platform to discover new audiences faster using Restream.io? Hi, Ross. Hi, brand new Facebook gaming streamer, Ross Dillon. How you doing today?
I'm doing superb. How are you, sir?
I'm wonderful. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to use you as an experiment today as a brand new streamer or streamer that's struggling to grow. And you're going to tell us a handful of example games, example streams that you're thinking about making. All right, does that sound good?
That sounds fantastic.
Perfect. And Perrin and I are going to walk you through the research process that's going to help you get more clicks and get more views on your live stream so you grow faster on Facebook gaming using the best possible titles. Sound good?
Sounds great.
Awesome. So Ross, today you want to play the video games on the internet. What game?
I do. I want to play these video games.
You want to play the good. he's playing along with my stupid bit here. Okay, what game do you want to play on Facebook gaming? And generally speaking, what kind of stream are you looking to do with that game? Give us an example, and Perrin and I are going to walk you through how to get the best possible title for your stream.
Well, first of all, I think the game, because I'm in a really disappointing mood today, and in honor of your shirt, let's do Marvel's Avengers. Let's kick this
Marvel Avengers. Okay, sounds good.
Yeah.
All right, Perrin, are you ready to get this man a Marvel Avengers stream title that's ice cold killer?
Let's get this research process. I know where you're going to go with this. We're going to start with YouTube, right?
We're going to start with
first.
YouTube. So Ross, your first stop on your journey to figuring out the most clickable possible title for your stream is to go to YouTube, like Andrew Perrin's doing right now, and search for Marvel's Avengers. Why are you doing this? So the reason why you would go here is YouTube is the ultimate algorithm. It's the ultimate decider of which type of titles, which type of topics, and which types of clickbait, essentially, or clickable titles get the highest possible click-through rate. And so, Andrew Perrin, just to remind everybody, why is that click-through rate so important, not for YouTube, but for Facebook gaming? Why does that click matter so much? Can you just give us a quick recap?
Yeah, so if you're looking at click-through rate, this is a user who's clicking on your content, going through, and then consuming at least a portion of your content. And that's what you want to happen on Facebook gaming. You want someone to click, first of all. That's the most important first step, is that click. And this is what the title is good at. The title is good at getting that first click and getting them in the door, so then you can entertain them and keep them there. That's the whole purpose of the title. So the click-through rate, that combined with the thumbnail, the click-through rate is one of the most important metrics. And for YouTube, it's really important for determining lots of different things in the algorithm. For Facebook doesn't necessarily look at click-through rate specifically, but it does in an inadvertent way. It looks for the number of clicks and 1 minute video views. So first you have to get them there to the video in the first place, and then they have to watch for 1 minute. So it's counted just in a little bit of a different way.
Makes sense. So now that we're researching on YouTube, Ross, you're looking to do your Avengers live stream. We're scrolling down the list here with Marvel's Avengers, and we're looking for inspiration. Okay, so first of all, look at those thumbnails at the top. Do you see those thumbnails? If we're thinking about, okay, what kind of thumbnail should we get to complement our title? Having just a really clean cutout of one of the characters on the right-hand side and the Marvel Avengers logo on the left-hand side, we're already getting some inspiration there. Also, I'm looking at the #1 video here, and the #1 video has first ever and one of the obviously breaking pieces of news, but it's about a character. The title is about a character that everybody is excited about. So this one's first ever Black Panther look. So I'm starting to see some best practices that featuring a Marvel Avengers character plus the title of the game in the thumbnail, plus emphasizing an upcoming character is a way to get clicks. Let's keep scrolling down the list here. We're just getting inspiration. Keep scrolling down. These are some generic Marvel Avengers videos, walkthroughs, playthroughs. You want to skip the playthroughs and you want to try to go find things that are not Let's Plays. Just keep going, keep going, keep going. We're looking for, okay. It looks like this very simple thumbnail format of a character plus the Marvel Avengers logo is really, really exciting. And it looks like Black Panther's popping up there again in the search results. So what this tells me, just a quick glance, is that our title for our stream should include Black Panther in the thumbnail, the Marvel Avengers logo, and our title itself should emphasize something exciting about Black Panther. Okay? That's our takeaway from this. Does that make sense, Ross? Are you with me so far? You're jotting that down?
Totally with you.
All right, everybody in the audience, this is your research process. You come up with the game that you want to stream. You go to YouTube, you look in incognito mode, you search for that game, you go find out what's trending around that game, what people are clicking on YouTube, and you write it down. Step 1, complete. Now let's go to step 2. Andrew Perrin on Facebook Gaming. It might be kind of hard because it's not a popular game on Facebook Gaming, but can you find us...
Not a popular game, period.
Right. Can you find us Marvel Avengers on Facebook Gaming? This would be step 2 of our research. We're going to go look at what stream titles are working on Facebook Gaming for Marvel Avengers and see if we can get some inspiration there. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go to live. We're gonna go to. It always start all language suggested. You want to change to viewers high and low, and we're gonna just do. We want English titles, so let's just go English. We didn't find anything, so let's go back to.
Go look at the top videos. Go look at the top videos. So if you're not seeing anything under live, you go to top videos, and you can look at some inspiration here in terms of. It looks like the competition is really terrible for this game. So it'd actually be quite easy for you, Ross, to punch through with your results and to actually become the #1 stream for this game and maybe juice out some algorithm on this of people that like Marvel Avengers but haven't seen any good streaming content yet. I mean, the competition's horrible. So I actually think that your prospects of breaking through here are quite high. And it looks like almost nobody else is using custom thumbnails, and most people are using terrible titles like, you know, gameplay and, or I mean, these are obviously videos and what have you, but it looks
starting a soon screen. Look at this one.
Yeah.
No,
Wow.
don't do that. Yeah.
great. So we're not seeing inspiration here, which means that there is not, and look, ooh, chilled out stream. Oh,
Chilled out
with a black
stream?
screen
No,
there.
no.
No.
Oh my God, this is bad.
This is bad, bad, bad. So now we can go to the third step, Perrin. We've researched YouTube. We've researched Facebook Gaming, and now we're going to go to the third step, which is, what is it, Perrin? We have this list, right, of the best, most clickable headlines of all time, and we use that as inspiration for our titles, for our streams. Walk us through this.
So this is think of these as templates where you can insert your keywords into these titles. These are some of the best titles of all time. So we just compile them into this spreadsheet. You can actually Google like the best, newspaper headlines of all times, or the best, blog article titles or editorial titles of all time, and take some and then fill them in with your keywords. So some of them, let's pick one here.
Yeah, read a handful of out loud so people understand what we mean by these are like the most clickable titles of all time.
Only one in the world. It looks like you inserted unique wood controller. You already inserted some stuff here with yours. 99.99% impossible COD mobile challenge. This is one that we know. We see a big streamer using this title all the time. You could say 99.9% impossible Marvel Avengers challenge and come up with something like that for your stream theme. Yeah, you have to deliver on your title. So whatever you're going to come up with here has to be true about your stream. So if you're going to do this one, you have to do that one right. 1 in 10,000 COD mobile players beat this challenge. Same thing. You could do mobile Avengers players beat this challenge and do a specific challenge there as well. If you don't want to do one of those, let's go down to we want to do Black Panther, right? And we want to show Black Panther on the thumbnail. It would be really, really good to reiterate that somehow in the title. So let's see if we can make that work somehow.
Yeah, the title needs to say something about Black Panther. Out of all of these titles, the ones that you can insert a subject matter in is toward the top, actually one of those top ones. And something like so there's a title template here of I have insert subject in parentheses and I'm not giving it back. So that is a stream title that you guys could use for your streams out there. I have whatever this thing is that your audience wants and I'm not giving it back. So you could say I have the new Black Panther hero and I'm not giving it back. And that could be your title for your live stream. So that would be one way to incorporate Black Panther there. Also, the one, what else? Ross, can you give us some ideas of how we can incorporate Black Panther into your stream title?
Well, I actually like with the Black Panther, the way the game scroll up a little bit, Parent, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
I think one that would probably work if we're talking Black Panther, 1 in 10,000 Avengers player can't beat this challenge with Black Panther.
There you go. 1 in 10,000 Avenger players can't beat this challenge with Black Panther. Cool. Or how about 99% impossible Avengers challenge with Black Panther?
Oh,
or
yeah,
whatever.
I've got a good one for that.
So audience, you're seeing what we're doing here, right? We're taking classic clickbait titles. We're removing the subject matter from these classic clickbait titles, and we're inserting our subject matter to get audiences to click. Why do these clickbait titles work? You know why they work? Because they work. So this is something I want to emphasize to all of you guys. When you go look at the top streams, and maybe Perrin, you can pull this up on Facebook Gaming right now. Pull up the top streams on all of Facebook Gaming, and we're just going to go scroll through there. And often these top streams are these extreme clickbait titles. And you might say, but they're doing something I'm uncomfortable with. They're doing something that I think is bad. They're doing something that is not ethical or something like that. And at the end of the day, these clickbait titles and these extremely large titles just straight up work. The math works. And when you're playing against an algorithm and you're trying to write the best possible title, it doesn't matter what you think. It doesn't matter what your feelings are. You just need to get people to click your stream so they can fall in love with you. So let's go look and see what the top titles are right now and see if we can.
This one's so good.
This
one's so good.
There you go.
This game was banned from the internet, and on the thumbnail you've got banned, and you've got his face really big going, what? This dude knows what he's doing, and there's a reason 674 people were watching him play Resident Evil, and not a big game on Facebook Gaming, is because this title and thumbnail is awesome. I want to know, wait, Resident Evil was banned? Wait, what?
He made a nothing burger game on Facebook happen with big viewers because he used an extreme clickbait title and thumbnail. This may be a strategy that you need to use, Ross, for your Marvel Avengers live stream. Here's one from our boy Ross HD, right down here at the bottom. 999.999% confirmed hardest ever GTA challenge. So this guy, I'm pretty sure, I've followed him before. He uses the exact same title every single live stream. It's one of the templated titles we just showed you. And he gets 700 to over 1,000 concurrent viewers with every single live stream using the exact same title over and over and over again. Why does he do that? Because of math. Are you guys getting the point here in the audience? You have to find an ice cold killer title format that's extreme clickbait, that's extremely clickable, but does actually describe what's happening in your stream to get people to click. Otherwise, you're not going to trigger Facebook's algorithm, and Facebook is going to stop feeding you viewers.
So we've talked about what to do. Can we talk about what not to do? Because there's a lot of things that I see. Let me see if I can go back and find it here. We were on a screen where it showed specifically, let's go back to Marvel's Avengers, because it showed specifically streams, and I saw something, and it was like working on my first 150 followers. Okay, this is a terrible, terrible title. Why is it a terrible title? First of all, you're admitting to us all that you're only in this to get followers. So why should we care? Because you don't care about us. You look at us as a number. So I'm not gonna watch that stream. Clearly you only care about the numbers. You don't actually care about anything else, delivering any other decent type of content.
I mean, your audience doesn't care about your numbers, right? Like, they care about themselves.
Yeah, we don't
Give
care
them
about your
something they
numbers.
want, not something you want.
In fact, and I'm not gonna name the name, but I had someone reach out to me and ask me to look at their streams and see what they could improve. And one of the stream titles was like just trying to get my first follower. And no one, guess what? He never got that first follower. And why is this? Because no one cares about that. And when you're making that play towards followers, it makes you look desperate. It makes it look like the only thing you care about is followers, but not just that you're desperate to get them so much so that you're putting it in the title.
You must suck if you can't get one follower.
The second thing is it makes it look like you suck, and no one wants to watch a streamer that sucks. So if you can't even get one follower, no one's going to ever watch you if that's what you're talking about. You don't talk about that. At least act like you have followers, or don't even worry about your follower count and worry about like something cool that you're going to deliver. That is one of the biggest mistakes, is except for if you're celebrating a huge milestone like 50,000 followers or like, but even then you don't really need to put that in the title. Put something else interesting in the title and just celebrate it in the stream. But big milestones are different. But if you're just climbing for like, or panning for those 1 to 2 followers, you're like that beggar on the street who has nothing else and has nothing else to deliver. And you're just hoping someone, please come. You look desperate and no one wants to support you. Don't do that. It's not a good look. You have to come across with something more confident, and you have to deliver with something way more confident. That's one of the biggest mistakes I see. The second thing is chill stream. Today is just going to be a chill stream. And I know you all see successful streamers do this. That's because they're already successful and they can do it. The successful streamers don't really have to worry about their titles too much because they're not looking to get real estate. They're not looking to get clicks off the street. They already have all the clicks off the street because they're massive already. So it doesn't matter what they stream, what their title is. They can put whatever in there. In fact, I've seen big streamers just put game stream as a joke because the title doesn't matter anymore for them. There is a point where that can happen, but that's not you. At least I don't think so.
Well, no, most
Maybe
importantly, let's talk about that really quick. Most importantly, titles like chill stream and just, you know, I got a cold and I'm feeling sick, or stream titles that don't really tell anybody any real information about the stream itself. Those are for algorithm-less platforms like Twitch. Platforms like Twitch don't need an algorithm for you to get views. You don't have to necessarily gun for clicks on Twitch in order to get the clicks. It's an algorithmless platform. People just see the notification you're going live and they'll just click by virtue of that. Facebook gaming, you have to serve the algorithm and put thinking about the algorithm as your number one priority. And so Facebook is going to be serving your stream to tons of new people, probably, hopefully, majority new people if your stream is successful. And so you have to think about, what do new people want to click to come into your stream? And if you make your stream about yourself and what you're doing in your stream, nobody cares about you and what you're doing. So your title about I'm chilling, or I'm doing a chill stream, or I'm sick, or I feel this way, or I'm sad today, or I'm doing this, or I'm just grinding, or I'm just going for this goal. Nobody cares about what you are doing. People don't click for you. They click for themselves. So you need to put something in your thumbnail and in your title that gives the audience what they want. Something unique, something new, something that's the biggest and best version of it, some kind of insane challenge, something that they recognize, some kind of crazy trending news headline, etc. I mean, on a recent stream that you did, Andrew Perrin, Astral, you did one where you were talking about Cyberpunk 2077's delay in the title of your live stream. If you want to pull that up in your streaming dashboard, you referenced trending news that your audience cared about, and you referenced it because your audience cared about it. It wasn't about you. It's about what your audience wants. And so stop thinking about yourself with your title. Stop thinking about yourself with what you're doing in your stream. Nobody cares what you're doing. They care about what they're going to get when they click. And so that's really important. Let's take a look at that title just as an example of tying the news into your title.
So, okay, this actually ended up being one of my top 15 streams here with this title. And all I did, I'm always try to spend more time on titles, and I feel like I never get enough time. And a title also says a lot about you. If you just have really generic titles, like these clickbait ones where it's like, 99.9% most extreme challenge, whatever. You know, what you're kind of saying to everyone is you're sweaty trying to do some crazy skill challenge, and that can be good. That says a lot about you. I like titles for me that are witty, and I like titles that allude to a little bit of my sense of humor and to some of the meme stuff that goes on with my streaming community. And I combined in my stream one of the characters, one of the heroes in Mobile Legends is Chow, and one of my viewers plays Chow with me all the time. And we have all these memes where we combine Chow with another hero and we make him Super Chow. So what I did is I combined him with Cyberpunk on the day that it was delayed. And I said, Cyber Chow 2077 is delayed again. This title slayed. This title did amazing. Look, I had 293 peak concurrent viewers. People came into the stream, said, I like your title. My community liked it right away because they understood the inside nature of that, while it was also an advertisement to be timely with gaming news. So anybody that understood gaming and was watching gaming that day got a little bit of dose of that, understood that I understand what's going on in gaming that day. Plus, I can joke it a little bit as well. Another title that slayed for me, this one I've done a ton, was ML players literally want one thing, and it's skins. And I still go back to this from time to time.
Yeah.
And we've talked about this before. This one slays because it just takes a funny meme and it says something true.
Pull it up.
Let's do it.
It's loading.
Oh, okay.
so
that title is also one of these titles from blogs and from like clickable articles and clickbait articles. Like it's reference to men only want the one thing, and it's disgusting. And it's a title that you've seen every clickbait blog ever use. So audience, if you've ever seen clickbait on the internet that you looked at and you were like, God, that's clickbait, and you actually thought about clicking it and you're like, no, it's clickbait, write down that title. Put it down in a Google Doc. Put it down on a piece of paper, whatever you need to do. That's an effective title format. And so that's another title that Ross could use here for his Marvel Avengers stream. Black Panther only wants one thing, and it's disgusting. Could be the title of his live stream, and he puts Black Panther in the live stream or in the thumbnail, Avengers logo there. People are gonna click. They're gonna be like, "What? This is about Black Panther and Marvel Avengers?" They're like, "This is crazy," and they may just click because it's interesting and unique.
Right.
I don't know if Black Panther's out yet, but a perfect one would be Avengers players literally want one thing, and it's Black Panther. There you go. He's the center. He's the center of the whole joke, and he can be on the thumbnail, and that makes the whole stream about him, which is exactly the kind of title we
like it. I think that's the best title idea there. So do you guys see the process we just went through? Ross, are you okay with that title? Black Panther literally wants one thing. No, Avengers players literally want one thing, and it's Black Panther. How do you like that title for your stream?
That's the perfect title. It's the perfect title, especially now because it's, like you alluded to earlier, Black Panther is now trending. We just saw when you pulled up the YouTube page, they're actually, kind of starting to release stuff about when Black Panther is coming to the game. So it's trending. It's a great clickbait title. It works. That's going to get people to click.
So Ross, let's review with you what your process was for your stream. The first thing you did is you told us what game you wanted to play, right?
Correct.
Then what did we do after that?
Then we went on YouTube and we started searching for Marvel's Avengers to get ideas for titles and even take a look at what's going on with the thumbnails on YouTube. We're going to be streaming on Facebook Gaming, but we go to check on YouTube because that's kind of like the plethora. That's kind of like the mecca of titles. Great.
Stop number 1 was YouTube incognito search for inspiration. Step number 2, after you did that, where did you go and what did you do?
We went over to Facebook Gaming to go and look and see what the competition was. What kind of titles is the competition using? What are the thumbnails? How are they approaching their metadata for live streaming Marvel's Avengers on Facebook?
And then
we were not impressed.
We were not impressed at all. And then step number 3, what was the last step that you did to make sure that you had maximum clickability?
We went through the title sheet that we have of all the titles, of all good titles that we've seen, that we have known have worked, which everybody should start keeping track of, by the way. And then we formulated how to get the trending topic of Black Panther and Marvel's Avengers into the same title. And that is how we came up with this perfect title that is going to work. Thousands of viewers, guaranteed.
Awesome. I'm linking right now to all of our wonderful viewers that are watching us live right now. I'm linking to you the link to the greatest 100 titles ever written. It is an article. It's just a PDF that's available on the internet. You can Google it right now. Google the words best headlines of all time on Google, best headlines of all time on Google, and you will see endless articles where they just aggregate literally like the ones they studied in journalism school, in marketing school, of like the best headlines in the history of news. So these will go back to 1800s, 1900s, today, and you just copy these titles from these articles, paste them into your document for inspiration, and then you go reference the best headlines of all time for your streams. Why are you going to try to divine the most clickable titles of all time when you can draw from the genius of hundreds and thousands of marketers, thousands of years of human beings marketing to each other, to go straight to what the most clickable possible formats are that get people's attention? Why are you trying to reinvent the wheel? You don't have to do that, okay? You can just copy the greats of all time. And speaking of greats of all time, you can be the greatest by hiring me to help you with one-on-one coaching at awoldigital.com. I help creators one-on-one through video coaching, through video calls. Go to awoldigital.com. You can click the schedule one-on-one coaching button, and you can choose your day, you can choose your time, and you can schedule a call with me. I help gaming content creators from just getting started, 0 subscribers, up to millions of subscribers, making literally tens of thousands of dollars per month, become more successful doing what they love. I've been doing this for a living for the last 10 years, and I love it. And potentially I can help you if you would like me to help you grow faster. AWOL Digital, AWALL digital.com is the website. And our last stop, of course, Ross A. Dillon.
Yes, sir.
Tell us about that beautiful sponsor that sponsors this podcast, that funds this entire multi-million-dollar operation. Who are they and why do they matter?
It is Restream.io. Sure, we talk about how we're, streaming to Facebook. We've been doing a Facebook series for Facebook Gaming all week, but the truth is we stream on every platform. Why? Because it's easier. Why? Because we've seen what happened in the past where Mixer gets shut down. You never know what's going to happen. Your favorite streaming platform could be shut down too. And if you're streaming exclusively to it, then you're just screwed. That's why we use Restream.io. I'm gonna drop this link in the comments. You can use code DROP1 when signing up, get a little bit of money off your first month, and it helps support the podcast. Stop streaming to one platform when you can stream to them all.
That's right. And one comment here, Nay is insisting that we reply to their comment, and I'd like to give a live reaction to our beautiful viewers that watch live. Nay says, one thing for Facebook Gaming is when you have over 500K followers, they don't send notifications to all of your viewers. So I would like to address this in reference to titles, right? So as our algorithm expert, Perrin, how true is it, and Ross, how true is it that only a minority portion of your audience gets notifications when you go live on Facebook? And really quickly, what can you do to remedy that as your audience gets larger and larger and larger?
Yeah, that's true. That's always been true for pages. So with a Facebook page, this has always been the case. You have a certain number of followers, your posts only reach a fraction of those followers. And it's the same for Facebook Gaming because Facebook Gaming is ran through Facebook pages. The way you can get around that is using Facebook Advertiser, advertising your streams, and making sure that you follow the algorithm and play the algorithm game as best as you can. This is stuff that we covered in the previous episodes, but making sure that each one of your streams distribution is above average. Keep going above your average, you'll expand that reach to send notification to more users every single time. As soon as you send out a piece of content that has less than your average of your distribution, then it won't go out to as many people the next time. And if you keep doing that and keep having less than your average, you'll continue to decrease and decrease your reach. The goal is to game the algorithm, or to follow the algorithm properly. Always try to maximize your potential on every single piece of content and be above average on your distribution, which means 1-minute video views, 3-minute video views, clicks, comments, shares. Try to maximize all those as best as you can using all the features. And you'll get the most reach, but you still won't get 100%. You'll probably never get 100% reach with your current audience.
Ross, what is the total reach that a Facebook page gets on average with regular posts? And hit us with that number. I want everybody to know the dire situation they're in with reaching their own followers.
I'll put it this way. If the average, and this is a cumulative, obviously every page is going to be different, how much reach you have and stuff like that. But the average that I've seen over the past year is about 6%.
6%.
If you're getting 10%, you're doing great. But based on all the clients that I represent and based on, actually studying the algorithm and what other people are having to say, it's about 6% on it.
There you go. And that's why titles are so critical.